The Tools by Phil Stutz and Barry Michaels is a groundbreaking book about personal growth that presents a uniquely effective set of 5 tools that will help to change our life to one that's consumed with fulfillment and happiness. In their best-selling book, Phil Stutz and Barry Michaels show us how to use the right tools to help control our behavior and actions so that we can change for the better. Their transformative techniques will teach us how to control our anger, express ourselves, defeat anxiety, get unstuck, and much more. Here are the top 7 lessons from Phil Stutz and Barry Michaels' The Tools. Transform your problems into courage, confidence, and creativity. Lesson 1. Learn about the reversal of desires. There's a set of easily recognizable moments for every tool that call for its use. We must use the tool immediately every time we recognize a cue. For the reversal of desire, the first cue is quite obvious, right before we're about to do something we want to avoid. Let's say we really need to get down to work, but we feel distracted and restless, or we have to call someone who intimidates us. When there is something we really need to do, but we find it extremely unpleasant, we get stuck thinking about it rather than doing it. The second cue is each time we catch ourselves thinking about the dreaded task, we must stop thinking and use the tool. Lesson 2. Practice active love when you are angry. Imagine being surrounded by a warm, flowing light that is infinitely loving. Feel your heart expand beyond you and become one with this love. As we bring our heart back to its normal size, this infinite energy concentrates itself inside our chest. It is an unstoppable loving force that wants to give itself away. Focus on that person who has caused your anger. If they are not physically in front of us, we can visualize their presence instead. Send all the love in your chest directly to them, like completely expelling a deep breath. Follow the love as it leaves your chest, and feel it when it enters the other person at their solar plexus. This will give us the sense that we're completely at one with them. And if we relax, we'll feel ourselves surrounded again by infinite love, which will return to us all the energy we gave away. We will feel filled up and at peace. Lesson 3. Gain inner authority. If we're standing in front of an audience of one or many, we can try to imagine an image of our shadow off to one side facing us. We must ignore the audience completely and focus all of our attention on the shadow. We can then feel an unbreakable bond between the two of us. As a unit, we are fearless. Together with the shadow, we forcefully turn toward the audience and silently command them to listen to us. We can feel the authority that comes when we and our shadow speak with one voice. Lesson 4. Have the grateful flow. This is done by picking out things in our life we can be grateful for, particularly things we'd normally take for granted. We then say them to ourselves silently, slowly enough for us to feel the value of each one. I'm grateful for my vision. I'm grateful I have warm food, etc. We should do this until we've mentioned at least 5 items. It only takes less than 30 seconds. We have to feel the slight strain of our effort to find these items. We should feel the gratitude we express flowing upward, directly from our heart. Then we finish mentioning the specific items. Our heart should continue to generate gratefulness, this time in silence. The energy we're now giving out is the grateful flow. As this energy emanates from our heart, our chest will soften and open. In this state, we'll feel ourselves approaching an overwhelming presence that is filled with the power of infinite giving. We've made a connection to the source. Lesson 5. Understand the tool Jeopardy. The tool based on the risk of losing our future is called Jeopardy. Let's imagine we can see far into the future, see ourselves lying on our deathbed. That older self knows how crucial the present moment is, because they run out of them. We see them rouse themselves from their bed and scream at us to not waste the present moment. We feel a deep hidden fear that we've been squandering our life. This creates an urgent pressure to use the basic tool we selected. Lesson 6. Know when to use Jeopardy. Even though Jeopardy is effective at any time, there are certain moments when it is most crucial. Identifying these crucial moments will help us recognize the cues to use the tool. There will be times when we want to use the tools but for some reason can't. Might be because we are completely demoralized. We may not seem too demoralized. Maybe we chalk it up to exhaustion or laziness. Once we find it impossible to use the tools, the only thing that can help us is extra willpower. That is the cue to use Jeopardy. Lesson 7. Realize the benefits that Jeopardy brings. Jeopardy supplies us with the willpower to control impulsive and addictive behavior. It gives us the strength to concentrate in circumstances where we usually get distracted or space out. We need a force strong enough to hold our concentration on one thing, until we're done with it, because we've become a society of hyperactive multitaskers with the attention span of a flea. In conclusion, when we use the tool and put ourselves in motion, it affects more than just our own life. Because most humans never leave their comfort zone, those who do will have a profound impact on everybody else. Once we're in motion, we'll begin to see its effect on others around us. Can you use those tools in your life? Let us know in the comments section. Thank you for listening. Please don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on my new content. You can also get a free copy of the audiobook by clicking the link in the description. Until next time.